Hi there, James Starring from Fit to Last Personal Training. Hope you're well. This is the next installment of One Pot Wonders, and on the menu today is Quinoa Paella. We're taking a classic Spanish dish and giving it a nice little fitness freak twist with adding quinoa instead of the usual rice. This is Quinoa Paella, James of Fit to Last. All set, let's cook. Okay folks, as you've obviously gathered, there's a whole whack of ingredients making this dish up. We have king prawns. We have chicken stock, we have frozen peas, we have chorizo, we have live mussels, we have saffron, we have red pepper, we have chopped onion, we have quinoa, we have parsley, we have coconut oil as we always do, and limes to serve. All set, let's make this thing. Okay folks, as always the first thing we do is we turn the oven on, we turn the hob on to medium heat. In our deep pan that we're using, add about a tablespoon or so of coconut oil. Okay, and heat that up slowly. Make sure it coats the bottom of the pan. Just like that. Let this heat up for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to add in the prawns. And make sure those are cooked all the way through. Nice thing about prawns, they don't take too long. But we're going to cook them, make sure they're pink all the way around, and then take them out of the pan. The reason for this is because if you overcook prawns, what will happen is they'll become rubbery very quickly. So again, just crank the heat up a bit more here. Just give these a couple minutes to get cooked through. Okay, these have now been done for about 3 minutes. Again, as you can tell, they're nice and pink, just like that. So take these to the side so they don't get too rubbery. Just like this. We'll throw those back in later on. Now what we'll do is we'll add the remainder of the coconut oil. Okay, next thing we add then are the onions. As well as the red pepper. Again, the purpose of this is to make sure that the onions and the peppers are cooked through so they're nice and soft, but also you want to make sure that you're coating the pan as well. Get a nice bit of flavor. So again, we're going to leave these to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Let them get nice and soft. Okay, now we've had the onions and the red peppers have been frying for a couple minutes. Add in the chorizo. At this stage, you get a whole bunch of flavor released. And again, all you're doing is coating everything like this. Make sure you're constantly stirring the different ingredients so nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. And let the chorizo cook with the peppers and the onions for about 2 to 3 minutes until it starts to get crispy edges. Again, the chorizo has now been cooking for about 3 minutes and starting to get crispy around the edges. So the next part of this process is we add in the quinoa, sprinkle around the saffron. Yummy. Now what you want to do next is you want to make sure that the quinoa is fully coated. So give it a quick stir around. You want to make sure the quinoa absorbs as much of the flavor as possible. Give it a good stir around, make sure that it's coated with all the juice that came out of the chorizo, as well as the oil that's been infused with the onions and the peppers. So that's all been done like that. Next thing you're doing is adding in the chicken stock. And give that a quick stir. What I'll also do at this stage as well is season with a fair bit of black pepper. Can't really go wrong with that. Oh yeah, good thing, baby. Okay, so giving this a stir. Nothing sticking to the bottom. Now what we're going to do is going to bring it to a simmer. And by simmer, what I mean is just having the edges of the pan that just start to bubble, not boiling madly, just around the edges of the pan. And then as soon as it does that, which will be happening any second now, then what we're going to do is we're going to cover the pan with the lid and let it simmer for 8 to 10 minutes or until the broth has reduced. Okay folks, right on schedule. It's been about 8 to 10 minutes. Most of the broth is reduced. Again, give us a quick stir to make sure that none of the quinoa is sticking to the bottom of the pan. Then what you add in, add in the prawns. You stir through the peas. And these are frozen, so make sure that you stir them through, absorbing some of the heat. Alrighty. And the next big stage is you add in the mussels. Oh yes. Now the rule of thumb to follow with the mussels, and again what we do is we're just going to move these around a little bit. The top tip with the mussels is you're going to turn the heat to low. Cover them, turn the heat to low, and then let the mussels steam for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now what you want to make sure you do with the mussels, if after steaming for 10 to 15 minutes, if the mussels do not open, you do not eat them. That's the only thing to bear in mind. So what we're doing is just get a little stir around, put the lid on, turn the heat to low, let the mussels steam, again, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay folks, we're back. Mussels have been steaming for about 15 minutes. And that is the end result. That is one serious dish. It's Quinoa Paella. James at Fit to Last Personal Training. This makes about 4 portions. I'll be having 3 of them. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.